Well, it's been a while since I've done anything as far as videos go, so I thought I'd just do a quick walk down the street today, show you what the province looks like here in western Visayas, or near Toledo City, which in my case is Pinamamahan, which is a small provincial area. So let's take a walk down the road and we'll see what this place looks like. And if you have any more requests of different videos, let me know. And we'll see if you haven't been in the Philippines before, I can show you what it looks like here away from the city and more where the people are. And as you can tell, just because we're out in the province does not mean it's in the quiet area. Alright, let's go for a walk and see what it's like around here. I gotta wade through this army of dogs that I have. I'll end up with 6 dogs now. My night watchman and my daytime dog. Three, and 3. The big ones are at night, and the little ones, the medium-sized dogs, and this one's going to be a big dog one of these days. Okay, stay. Hi. We'll go for a walk up the road. I guess I'll take a short walk today, and we'll see what's out in the area. You can check it out. Some of these roads, like this one, go back. There's like 50 houses back there, so don't let it underestimate you that you think there's nothing out this way, because there is. I usually walk a couple of kilometers a day. Morning. How are you? Watch out, move, guys. Oh. Morning. You probably notice everyone's friendly. They all say good morning. The one foreign guy. And yes, there are a lot of sorry stores. It looks like there's a huge rain coming right this second. So I have got to find shelter fast. Okay, looks like the rain is slowing down. That's one thing about rainy season. It doesn't rain all the time. It does like 10-minute rains, and then they stop. And then you just go on. Let's see if I can wait another minute or two, and we'll keep walking down the street. And we'll see what's going on down here. Yeah, it's not too bad now. Sprinkling just a tiny bit. Another sorry store. You'll see a lot of these here. This one is also the local hangout for drinking. The San Miguel truck stops by here on a regular basis. Another house. One thing you can tell around here is, besides the dogs that try and attack you, is the fact that there's a lot of different styles of houses around here. Here's a nice hideout in case it rains. You can still always stay here. Uh-oh, watch out for the big delivery guy coming through. There you go. Mobile store on 2 wheels. And let's see, looks like they're building a pretty big house over here. Looks pretty large. It's been working on it for, I don't know, 6 to 8 months now. But it's to get in there. It's just, from what I've seen, it's just the 3 guys. That's it. They just build it and go. Oh, here comes a local driver. Usually the people stop and say, "Hey, you need a ride?" They go, "No, not really." They go, "Okay." "Hey, no." "See? Need a ride?" Hindi, Paul. That's all you have to say. "No, sir." Yeah. There's a makeshift garage right there. How's this guy doing? Another dog. I just gotta keep your eye on these guys. They're always so friendly. Usually I have my stick with me, but today I have my GoPro, so I didn't want to have both hands with something in it, so I didn't bring my stick with me. But I should have probably my Eero stick. Oh, there's a little goat there. Gotta keep a watch out for these scooters, man. They'll run you down like a Eero, like a dog. I hear this one coming. That's one of the cool kids. They want their scooters, their 125s, to sound like a big Harley, so they chop off the muffler and put a straight pipe on it. Of course, they lose all the back pressure, and when you go down the highway, they probably can't go more than 30 kilometers per hour, because that's the max their engine will do with no back pressure, smoking like crazy. But it does sound cool to them, that's for sure. That's all they care about. They want their scooter to sound cool. And they put like a super, if you watch, you'll see some of these scooters go by, some of the young kids. The tire's like 1.5 inches wide. They take off the standard tires and they put these really narrow 1.5 inches wide tires on the back because they think that looks cool too. So they basically have no traction on the road whatsoever. Almost zero. And then no engine power, so I guess that's a good match. Of course, they got zero braking power too, but I guess we'll have to go review physics with them some other day. Here's a guy who got his own business, has his own little taxi. Keep walking down the road here. Another abandoned store. You'll see as many abandoned stores as you see active stores. If I go down the road the other way, you'll see a whole bunch more stores. They're all around. And you'll see here, you see this road, it goes way back. There's a lot of houses back there. Morning. He didn't seem too happy I was filming him, but he didn't say anything, so we'll let it go. Here's the old church. Say no to drugs. Here's, I'm not sure what happened here. It closed down during the pandemic, and then whenever Odessa came, the hurricane or whatever, typhoon they call it, and got partly screwed up, and they never really did open back up again. This place is just here, so shrine is still here, but that's it. Oh, almost got me. Only about 3 inches there. Luckily, I have my health insurance paid up. They'll cover up to $300 of damage. No, I'm just joking. But, one thing, I guess medical help here isn't too bad, but there is an emergency aid station only a few kilometers away. My wife had to use it once with her scooter accident. They are pretty efficient, I'll have to say, but it reminds me of watching the movie MASH. Here's an old house. No one's living there anymore right now, but looks like it was kind of cool at one time. There's a nice little yard and everything. It looks pretty neat. Oh, I hear another scooter coming up behind me, so I gotta be wary. I gotta have my wits about me. I'm going to avoid the area up here. I'm going to turn around and walk back pretty soon because there's another concentration of stores up here. But there are about 50 billion kids, so not really that many kids, but there's a lot of kids, and they'll be messing with me. I'm not in the mood to be messed with this morning, really. Not really. So let's see. There's a better than I can do another video some other time that shows what this area looks like in the other area. The other way, there's a lot more stores, but it's still a barangay road. So this is a road that goes off the main road, and it's considered a secondary road, which actually is for Philippines. This is a nice road. That's why I bought my house here. Here's somebody else building in the process. And this is one where they actually live in it while they build it. Which, you know, it's a thing you can do. Why not? And here's one where the OSW started to build and then ran out of cash and changed their mind and never did finish it. That's it. And there's the store area. And I'm going to walk back. So that's it for today. And I think what I'll do is I'll upload this one. And if anybody likes it, I've got a lot more. I can walk around town and take pictures and things like that. I can show you some of the area. There's beaches around here too. If you want to see, let me know what you're interested in seeing, and we'll film it all. See how it goes. Hi. Morning. How are you?
Yeah, good.
And that's one thing. I'm in western Visayas here, so they don't really speak Tagalog, and if they do know how, which they do, they don't want to. But they speak English fairly well. Most places prefer to speak English, and actually, if you're a foreigner, they want to practice their English, if you can believe it, so that's cool. And I'm learning some Visayan as well. I need to get more diligent with that. I can do some, but I still need to do much better. I learned Tagalog a couple of years ago, and that was fine, but Oh, here comes another one behind me. He's gonna want to give me a ride. Nope. Yeah, he's checking out. He slowed down just to see if I would signal him, and I did not. So he kept on going. And I don't know. I don't consider myself living out in the middle of the jungle, but some people say I do. I don't know. Is this the jungle? Hard to say. I don't think it is, because there's too many people around. I mean, some of these places, I can tell by the water meters how many people live in an area. And I'll see a place that's got like a little trail, and there's like 25 water meters there. So I know there's at least 25 houses back in the bush back there. So I don't know if this is the middle of nowhere. It is definitely what they call the province, which is nice because I can tell you that prices here and things like that are much, much lower than in Manila or Cebu City or places like that. I mean, you can rent a place here. If you don't want fully furnished, you can rent a place for 10 or 15,000 pesos a month. And with nothing furnished, I mean, it's 5 or 10, depending on how big of a space you want. Of course, when you start going that way, you know, your square meters or whatever you want to call it, it's going to be small. It's going to be 35, 40 square meters, something like that, which isn't bad, but there's a cow. Isn't bad, but it's not what you want. I mean, like my house, I built my own, so my lot's 600 square meters, which I like to have a little garden in the back. And my house is 85 square meters downstairs, another 85 upstairs. And then I have a dirty kitchen in the back and a patio and a bunch of other space. And even though it's just the two of us, I kind of like it. I'm used to the Western thing, I guess, where you've got more space. Well, here's a local delivery guy. He's calling somebody. He says, I'm outside. I got my delivery, Po. So I'm expecting one of these guys today too. I ordered some high efficiency fans for my living room. See how it goes. Some of this property is for sale, but the problem I have is I don't want the low ground. Huh? Raymond Schmidt. Yeah.
I have a parcel for you, sir. It's a big parcel.
Yeah, it's
My van is padung pa diri ba?
okay.
I will call you.
Yeah, I'm home all day.
Okay.
Okay?
I will call you if your parcel is already here.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's the Ninja Van guy. He's delivering my parcel. It's a big box. Well, it's 2 big fans in a box, so it's probably a good sized box. So it's a little too big for his scooter. They haul some pretty big shit in their scooter, but I think 2 giant fan stands is going to be a little more than they can handle on their scooter. Hey, tomorrow if I want to go for a walk, I can go the other way. They have a dragon fruit place, so they grow dragon fruit and things like that. So you can see how those things. That's kind of interesting. I never knew a dragon fruit until I guess I never bothered to look at one. It's cactus. Cactus fruit is what it is. There's a lady there. Morning. Another sorry store. There's a little car. Yep, look at this. Here's a ton of car or scooter people. Now that's not the record. I've seen 6 people on a scooter so far. That's the record that I've seen. And a little scooter too, not a bigger one like I have. I'm talking about a 125. Not even a 155 or 200. Because here in the Philippines, one thing's odd is you think to yourself, oh, I'm used to the West, I like big bikes. But what they do is anything that's like 155, 200, 300 cc, they put on a big bike frame. So it's as big a bike as size-wise as some of the big bikes in the U.S. It just has a smaller engine. But if you think about it, speed limit max supposedly here in town is 40 kilometers. So that's pretty slow, right? Island-wise, the maximum for the entire island, including the superhighway, is 100 kilometers. That's 60 miles an hour. Now, some people do 50, 60, 70 here in the province, driving in the back road. Just got to be careful. But that is not that fast. I mean, that's still pretty darn slow. It's like 45, 50 miles an hour. So, buy yourself a 500cc, 600cc bike, which is considered small in the States. There's no way you're going to take it up even towards any kind of a speed at all. And the agility required is crazy because you get some of these traffic jams and they're like 2 inches from you. People inch by. If they think they can get by with their free to clear their handlebars, they will do it. Now this dog doesn't, I gotta watch this one. He's tried to nip me a few times. The problem I have with these dogs are they're somewhat wild. They don't really owns them. They just kind of feed them scraps. And there's a big problem around here with rabies. So all my dogs have got rabies vaccinations and all their shots, but some of the wild dogs have them. And if you get bit by a dog here, the hospitals all go nuts, right? And they are giving you the rabies treatment and all the rabies shots, and you kind of laugh and you go, "Oh my God, that's overkill," right? But then there's a story you read, like an Australian lady. She got bit by a puppy, blew it off, went back to Australia, and she wound up dying from rabies. And this is just a few months ago, so don't take animal bites lightly here. Morning. Okay, I'm almost back to the house now. There's the other sorry store. I like this little house here. This is kind of cool too. And this is close to my house, so the only downside around here is if you don't like barking dogs or chickens, I don't know where you're going to move to in the Philippines, because even in the city there are people that raising chickens, believe it or not. They have them on a little string outside their store so you can hear them in the morning. And here in the province, I mean, you saw there's wild chickens everywhere. They set up traps for them when they want to catch them sometimes. They got these bird traps, They can't catch them, so they put a bird trap out to get a couple of them every once in a while when they have a lunch or something. And this is a local, that's why I throw my tin cans and stuff. It's a local pickup, believe it or not. A truck comes along and picks up all the trash. And here's the banana farm, got totally wrecked by Odette. And yesterday they just cleared it out. Looks like they're getting ready to start it up again. It's only been, a year and a half? So, alright. Time to go back into the banana farm.